Hi, my name is Rita Njuguna. I work for Zuri Technologies as a programs manager, but at the same time, I'm a founder and a partner at Gaga, the experiential company, which manages 3 platforms: Social Media Week, Zuri Awards, and Digital Media Awards. At the same time, I'm a wife, a mother, strong believer, a sister, just name it, daughter, and a friend to many. So one day I just told my father, I'm done. I had my project not done for USIU, my master's. I did it, I called my lecturer, I told him, I have to finish this, I'm leaving the country in September. This is now like June, I need to finish my project. Yes, we have to graduate. I'm graduating and I'm going. I don't, you know, one of those things.
Yes.
You say you has this, I don't know, 7. You said you're in USIU.
Yes.
If you're not there for 5 or 7 years, you lose. I'm thinking I've done all coursework. It's just the project I have to finish it. Yes. So yeah, that's ended up in Haiti, and Haiti was where I found my relationship with God.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yes, in voodoo and everything, I found my God.
Yeah, there's so much voodoo. Actually, that's the irony. Yeah.
I got scared. I thought maybe.
Oh yeah.
Maybe the voodoo touch.
You know, praying every night. Thank you, God.
I used to wake up early in the morning and pray. Yes.
Nice.
Then somehow, remember, it's French speaking. I don't understand French, but I could. We had personal teachers. When you land in, you have to speak.
So now you speak French?
Not really. I'll give you my story about French. So the goodness, it was an Irish company. So English was the first language. Then after that, you have to translate that to Creole.
Yes.
French Creole like that, because it's French speaking. So Creole was a language, which is Kiswahili or Sheng. Yes. I landed Haiti and I had to find God. I just had to find God in Haiti. Yes. But that helped me a lot. Yes, it really grounded me.
So what about French?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
So French, I got this teacher. So when you arrive as an expatriate, you're given a teacher to start teaching you. First month, I was enjoying my French. I'd even gone to Alliance before, way before.
Right.
All of us went to Alliance or Got Institute, one of those language. Yes. So when I got into Haiti, the personal teacher, started learning French. So one of these days I decided, let me go out and shop with my little French. So I entered to buy, I think it was a shoe I was buying. So I love shoes. I used to love shoes. So shoes, yes. So I was buying a shoe. And I'm trying to explain to her what I want in my broken French. You know, the petit, the one I know. So I'm trying to, whatever it was at that point, yes. So I'm trying to get my shoe. Then this lady, a white lady enters, she stops talking to me, goes to the white lady, then a lighter lady comes in, a mulatto. She goes to her, then I think, what's going on here? So I'd never seen racism at its best. I had never, honestly, I'd never seen it, yes. So later on, I'm talking to my friend, I'm telling her, you know, I went to this shop, I was trying to buy a shoe, then she said, you should have just spoken English. Because if you speak English, you're an expatriate, they will treat you differently from you trying to speak in French. Because the first thing they think is you're West African, you have to know how to speak French. All blacks, by the way, we thank God we did history, honestly. Because out there, everybody thinks Africa is just one big country. So since most of the people,
I have a neighbor in Canada, no, in Ghana, and I need to know them.
Yes, and most of the people who go to Haiti are actually French speaking, so they're from West Africa. And I was the only Kenyan working in a private sector. We start from there. Yes. So I was working for the biggest telco there, Digicel. So the role I really wanted in telecom, I got it 6 years later on, in 6 months actually, into working for Digicel, where I became head of products and services at that time. So that's what I'm telling you, when God tells you it's not your time. So telecom was not my time. Haiti was my time, and I learned a lot. The things I used to You know how you take for granted going to a salon to make your hair, your nails, this. We take it for granted, and guess what? Those small things, you cannot take them for granted.
Is that why you have dreadlocks now?
Yeah. And the fact that I realized I take too much time in the salon, it's too much for me. So that is too much for me. Yeah.
Interesting. So you have had challenges, but then there are things you're most grateful for. And I think I can pick some of them from the conversation, but I don't want to speak for you. So maybe you can say some stuff that you're really grateful about today.
What I'm grateful for, number one, being fired was the best thing that happened to me. So I'm really grateful for that.
A blessing in disguise?
It was a blessing in disguise, because maybe I would be stuck where I am without realizing the other things in life. So yes, along the way I've moved on. I've worked in the telco industry. Oh yeah, I worked for Apple at some point. I was a distributor for Africa, so I was working for Apple, and now I'm working for the solar industry. So yes, I have not had many jobs in the last 21 years, but yes, so that is, it's really helped me. Number two is just being married to the right person and getting it right. That is getting married at the right time. I think I was telling you, I'm not that one of those women who sat down and thought this is how my wedding should be now. I did. Getting a husband, I prayed about it, number one. And yes, got the right person, because you know you need that person you can talk to even when everything is said and done. Yes. Number three, I'm grateful for my mother especially. So my mother is an electrical engineer. Yes, the first from Embu County. I'll be very specific. Yes. So she brought us up. Yes. She brought us up in a very unique way. If you meet my sister also, she'll tell you the same thing. Money doesn't drive me. So, and that's why we run a business with her, because we both tried running businesses with other people and it didn't work. Yes. So the value, what drives you, if you don't have a partner, for example, if you're doing business, if you don't have values that drive you the same way, that business rarely works out. Yes. And that is free advice to any person who wants to go into business. Yes. So if I mean, we have our sister things, we have all those things, but basically we know what needs to be done as sisters. Yes. And that, I mean, Nora is my sister, so, and we got it right there, the two of us. Yes.
I like how you speak about marriage, and you're so passionate about it that I wish I had also angled this interview to be about finding a right partner and all that. But maybe you can just say something about it, like.
There was
so many young people out here and just saying, oh my gosh, when I get married, and they're so anxious about it, and maybe some who are also about to get married and they're not sure they're the right partner.
So I met my husband just before I left for Haiti. So as I'm entering the plane, I'm thinking, am I doing the right thing? I'm leaving this guy. You know, that time you're thinking, this one looks like the one. Potential, yes. But that distance, it's what made me realize, yes, he's the one. And every day I used to tell God, please make him do something. You know how you want someone to pull a stand, then you have a
you're not the one.
And remember, going to Haiti for me was running away. So I knew I'm going to get a Jamaican husband, a Caribbean husband. That was for me. Yes.
I mean, something foreign.
Yes, foreign.
Fresh start in every way.
But Kenyan men are good, actually. We take it for granted as women, brother.
Really?
Yes. When you go out there and but to each their own. But yes, that's what I believe. To each their own. Yes. And I guess, I mean, for the first, we used to plan, we still do sit down and plan on a monthly meeting. On my iPhone, you'll see Nick and I meeting dated this every. But we sit down and say, what are we going to do? These are the things. Then the following meeting, you know how you review minutes of the meeting? Yes. And I've realized most of us don't take time to plan for marriages. I'm still young, 6 years, yes, but I also got married late, and that was out of choice, maybe. Yes. Because first I started a career, then along the way I took a back seat, yes. And I think I also told you, what drives me, career doesn't drive me. What drives me is leaving behind people who appreciate what I do. Sort of like a mentor behind, just keeping on mentoring people. So if today anything happened to my role today, I have people I've trained. I can easily leave today and I know Zuri will still happen with or without me. Yes, that's what I believe. Yes.
Okay, important. Social impact. I like that about you. I'm not trying to take too much of your time, but then maybe you can tell us something you've seen, a trend, maybe among women, young women, youth, who, and something that you just want to talk about, address, something you're trying to advise them and be like, where you're going, I don't think that's the right direction. Especially now that you have experience in social media, and you know social media can either make or break people. Social media has a way to, either it can work for your good or the opposite. So maybe you can speak something about that.
So number one, I don't post any of my family photos and my children. I try as much as possible. Because remember, social media never forgets. And you always have to ask yourself, what is your social footprint? So I don't believe in posting about my children. I don't believe in, rarely, actually. And I actually put down my first Facebook page when I landed Haiti, the first one. I used to have a first one, then I'm among those people who just deleted my Facebook page the first time.
And so you're saying you are doing social media week, but you're inactive on...
No, I'm active on business. I'm very active on LinkedIn, by the way. Very, very active, because I know who I am as Rita, so I'm more professional. So my social for me is more professional. My Facebook page, yes, it's more about what are my friends doing. Let me like their pages. If it's someone's birthday, happy birthday. I have less than 100 friends, I think. I don't know how many I have right now, but less than 100. But if I know you, I know you. If I know you, we are relating. Yes, we are relating. It's not because we're in high school, we're in primary school together. You know those things. I don't do those things. No. I'm on Instagram to know what's happening because I'm a social media person. I need to understand what happens on Instagram. Yes. Our business pages will always be there. I like Twitter, but not Twitter for Rita. Twitter for news, because Twitter is a news platform. So I go there to I go to Twitter to just read, because it's a news platform if you think about it. So I've been able to differentiate the different social media platforms and put that. I know I'm not on Snapchat. My niece made me download TikTok. So TikTok is for laughing in the middle of the night. No, I'm not on TikTok. I've just downloaded that, but
just to watch and entertain yourself.
It is for laughing. When I'm at my lowest point, I just have to go to TikTok. I laugh the whole time. So that's what TikTok is all about for me. But but to young people, what I would advise, digital has a footprint. Let me tell you, digital, and my older brother is in human resource. So the time I got fired in telecom, I was so annoyed. I couldn't believe how I'd be fired. So I remember going on LinkedIn showing now I'm in a new job. Now I'm head of products. So my brother is asking me, seriously? So he's in HR in the US. So he told me, do you know what? In the US, where we've reached right now, before we employ you, we look at your social media footprint. So just to all the young people, just know HR has become in such a way, it's HR and technology. There's something we call HR and technology, whereby we look behind the back end of it to see what has Rita been doing for the last 20 years on digital. And in case you've been ranting around on digital, your probability of getting a job in a certain place, can you imagine me ranting out about Zuri, then end up going to
Zuri technologies.
Thank you. So those are the things you just need to be careful. I know there are some people who want to show what they're doing and all, but guess what, very few people care.
That's true.
Sorry, people don't care. It's so about yourself, and you know yourself. And once you know yourself, you actually don't have to rant out here. And I thank God the space I've been brought up was brought up where there was no social media, because maybe we would have done the same things. Yes, maybe we would have done the same things.
Now they say communication or social media has become like a basic need, an essential. There's housing, there's whatever. Food, clothing, and then now people are like mobile communication. So it has become something that...
But I wouldn't want to be in a different time. I thank God I was there at that time where there was no social and so footprint is hearsay. What did Rita do? But there's no video or anything showing what I did. You get So even though my boss was to call me today, they know Rita, go to digital, me, I'm clean. But you see that, and just being yourself as a woman, I think you just need to be okay with who you are. And let me tell you, when you're at your lowest, there are many verses in Psalms. I didn't know that until I started reading Psalms. There's so many verses in Psalms. Then surround yourself with the right people. You know that those people will put you down. Get yourself the right people with the right aura. If I come here, let me look for, if I'm at my lowest, I know which friend to call. If I'm going through this drama, I know who else to call. So I have friends. I have categorized my friends. I know who to talk to when. And I know when shit hits the roof, let me call my mother and ask her, what do you think?
Okay,
yes.
And mothers, we always need our mothers, right?
We do, but and I hope young people can realize, yes, yeah, and not even mother the one who give birth to you,
but then it can be a mother figure, somebody.
It can be a mother figure, someone who will guide you in the right way, because our challenge is the first people we run to is our peers, and they not necessarily don't have to have the answers. I've lived the life, maybe you're still young, as you told me, you're below 30s. I'm in my 40s. Why don't you come and ask me, I'm going through this, how did you go through this, yes or no? Or you ask someone else, yeah? It's easier that way than trying to ask your peer, because your peer will tell you what you want to hear.
What you want to hear.
Yes.
That's true.
I will always tell you what you want to hear. And if I know you want to hear what I want to say,
just affirm it the more.
I will affirm it more, yes. And we'll sit down and discuss with you, and that's how it's going to be. Yeah.
So I don't want to forget asking you, so that I can have something very special about you when I leave. And say, I asked her, what do people don't know about you? I mean, what do people don't know about you that you can be special, exclusive, Women Today content? I'd say.
So I did poetry.
Okay.
I did poetry in primary school too. I don't know what happened. Maybe I was meant to be a
poet?
I don't know. I don't know what happened to that part. But I used to do poetry in. So my parents took me to boarding in class 5, and that was out of duress. All my relatives are. You know how you come on holiday? We always used to meet somewhere in Shags, all of us. So my cousins are speaking about this school. So my mother, how comes I've not been taken to this school? I want to go to this school. That's why I ended up in boarding. It's called Sacred Heart Kenny in Embu. So I ended up going to Sacred Heart, and I used to compete in music festivals.
Wow.
To provincial. So you start, you know that Shags is district, zonal, district.
Then you go level.
So I did that, but later on I realized it helped me, because when you meet me, the first thing you think about, I'm excited going on stage. You know, I rarely don't go on stage. In anything I do, I try.
It's hard to believe, because you are a good talker.
By the way, you'll never see me on stage. I think the only time I ever went on stage was the first social media week. After that, my sister is the one on the forefront. Yes, I rarely. Actually, even as Zuri, they were shocked the other day when I talked. There was this thing, we were doing some initiative with women, specifically with Unilever in Homa Bay and Busia. So we're trying to add basket value for the kiosk owners by, if they refer to customers to us, customers to Zuri, we give them a value, a customer referral fee. With that money, we've seen, there's a lady who was giving us the story. So we were celebrating women at the High Commission, British High Commission. So my CEO from the UK says, Rita, you're speaking. I'm looking at people, I don't speak. So I stood and talked, and he looked at me and told me, Rita, you have jokes. I said, oh, I didn't know, but no, you forced me to talk, I had to talk, But the thing is, it's a topic that I'm passionate about. Making a difference is a topic. I can stand up and talk about it, but if I don't have to, I don't have to talk. But I'm those women who I believe one day I'll sit in the UN and give them the story of the difference I have made in people's lives, and I thank
from your mouth to God's ears.
Yes, I mean, I want to sit down and say in the last 3.5 years, basically with working with one of the distributors I work with, we've enabled almost 80,000 homes, 80,000 people to be able to have lights. And you see, lights, we take it as a very, look at this, there's a TV here, look at lights on, we assume this is a necessity, the government says by 2023 everyone, or 2030 everyone will have electricity, but not necessarily, because guess what, there's some remote areas which do not have electricity. And I think what really touched me, and now I'm digressing from what you asked me, is the first day I went to put up a solar light, and this is as near as Mwea. This kid was 2 years, almost my son's age, my firstborn son, and the kid had never seen lights. And you can see the eyes just getting bright.
Happy.
Oh my God. Because this person is just used to a candle or kerosene. Yes. And it was something
and I can imagine now, because of this COVID-19 problem.
Honestly, I'm with everything that's happening, should I say we are privileged to live in Nairobi, but I'm just thinking someone else in Shags, it's not, and and in my other life maybe I should have done law, so that human rights. Yes.
You speak for the rights of the people.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. So I want to end the interview, but then maybe ask you one last thing you might want to say, something you maybe came speaking or thinking in your mind, saying I should say this when I speak to this lady today, or maybe something you've been going through a season, lessons you've learned, anything you can just leave us with. Patricia.
I'm just trying to figure out which one. I have so many stories. One day I need to write a book.
I'll wait for that one.
One day I need to write a book. Honestly, I really need to write a book.
I'll wait for that one,
So, just like myself, I don't believe in, I won't sit down here and say tomorrow I want to be a CEO. That's what I say. I don't think I want to sit down here and say I want to be a CEO, no. If the opportunity comes, why not? But when that opportunity comes, I'm making a difference in someone's life. Yes. Important. So I think I was telling you just a few minutes ago that information, we've always sat down when we were growing up, you're being told information is power. I don't believe information is power anymore. If you're not sharing it with other people, it's not power anymore. Yes. So to all the young women out there is, what's your purpose? Find your purpose and try and live your purpose, no matter how small it is. If your work is just to hold children, take care of kids, just do it. It will make a child's life different.
That's true.
Yes. I guess I've withheld so much, and maybe next year is the year of changing, or this is the year of changing. I need to go out and give my story to more young women. That's what I believe. Because at some point I really wanted to do that. Just go and tell young women, yes, you're going through a tough time, but guess what? You're going to get out of it. It's not going to be easy when I'm telling you, but yes. And with COVID and everything that's happening, it's not an easy period, yes. A lot of marriages, it's not easy for my marriage. I can't say it's been perfect, no. I'm also going through challenges. I'm realizing I have to live with my husband in the same house. Okay, my husband is always in and out of the country. He works for an airline. So now airline guys are all grounded. So for the last 5 years, 6 years, I've been living with my husband who's always in and out. So now I have to realize, okay,
same room,
same thing. Decisions have to be made now. It's no longer me just saying,
oh, by the way,
just wake up. No, now I have to learn how to coexist too. And the thing is, as we go along in life, we need to be ready for change in everything we do. So for me right now, COVID is the period I'm trying to learn. Who am I? What do I need to do? And yes, sometimes I'll take long to make a decision, but when I do, I have done plus, minus, everything, yes. And sometimes it's easier to pray about something, even though it takes 1 year to do that thing, but when you do it right, yes. You see like how long it took you to get to woman today? It's the same thing for every woman. Find what drives you. Let it not be someone else telling you what to do. Let it come from your heart, so that when you're doing it, you're actually doing it in a compassionate way, in a passionate way, yes. And I always leave a mark everywhere I go. That's what I believe. In everything I do, I leave a mark. Yes.
And I have a testimony of that because I've met her mentor view as a mentee. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just want to appreciate your time. You know, it's not. I know you're busy. You have so much to do here and there, but I just want to say thank you so much. You're such an inspiration. You have said a lot, and I like your spiritual you connected yourself to your spiritual self, which is very important. This life is tough on its own. Sometimes you need saving grace. So I just want to say thank you, and I look forward to more interactions. I would hope to be invited to the next Zuri Awards because I've been really curious to see what it's about.
You're making a difference also. So thank you so much. You're women today. I think the more women learn about others, and I think it will make a difference. And networking a lot with other women, then you realize you're not the only one with the same problems. So yes, that's what I'm learning of late. If you speak about it, you find someone who you can speak about it. So you're doing an excellent platform, and I can't wait to see the video and share it in the different social media platforms.
Thank you for the support.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. Thank you.